Hey you guys, Damon D'Amico here, D'Amico Dance Company in Houston, Texas. This is Jessica Miller. We're doing our Advanced West Coast Swing class recap on November 30th. We had some fun tonight playing with a little sequence. I'll show it to you all the way through first from this side. It goes 1. We did a sugar push to get warmed up. And then from there, a double outside whip. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 spinner, 7, and 8 catcher. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Drop it off on the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, and 1 at the end. So it was cool, it was fun. So that first pattern, the double outside whip, guys, just remember when you do an outside whip, unless you're deliberately changing the timing and rhythm of that whip, lead it like an 8. So let the lady have whole beats of music on the 4, 5, 6, and then give her the speed between the 6 so she does a natural spinning anchor for the 7 and 8. Ladies, you do the same. So sometimes the guys are the culprit and they pick up the hand and power it after the 5, causing the ladies to do a 5 and 6, 7, 8. And it'd be okay if the follower at that point, the ladies were like, oh, I recognize that's the timing change that I got. She 6 the landing and covers for you. Otherwise, she's a little confused as to why her anchor didn't work out. Sometimes when the guy takes the hand to a patty cake, you ladies pick up your left arm, leave close too soon, and you're the cause for that happening too early. So just remember in its normal state that it should be normal 8 count timing. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, this is 6. Back in the day, it was a big deal for us to spin the lady on the spot. The only way to do that is actually use the leverage underneath the arm. So she's trying to go away, and I'm actually catching her with her tricep here. So as she lands on the 6, I take away her momentum, which causes her to spin on the spot. For a normal double outside whip, I would just catch this, so we eat up all the slack when she arrives there. I'll do this from the other side so you can see that. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, anti-lock breaker onto the 6. Now she'll spin on the spot because we took away her momentum. In this particular pattern, what I'm going to do is I'm going to release the connection. Instead of eating up the slack on 8, I give it slack. So the lady automatically lands at the end of that spin and wants to take an extra step. I'm going to place my foot just before she places hers, so I look responsible for catching her. And as I get her, for dramatic effect, I just save my head for the last minute. So this ends up being a 1, so 7 and 8, 1. I replace on the 2, leaving the slot. My hand is upside down and weird, leave it, upside down and weird. Leave it, upside down and weird, leave it, I didn't change it. You're gonna like it a whole lot better. Most of the guys in class wanted to flip the hand over, then realizing they had to flip it back over to make this comfortable at the end. So leave it weird. You're gonna like it a lot better. From here, I do a drop across anchor, and the lady may feel the need to eat up some slack. From here, we do what's called a salsa side pass. In salsa, they like to do a coma lot. So in salsa, 1, 2, 3, they do a coma lot. So I took that concept in West Coast Swing and do a salsa side pass. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. I could just catch her and close and do an anchor here. I could also give her that salsa side pass. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and just stay with a left to left, which we don't in many patterns left to left, so that's a good way for you guys to do that. But we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and catch her and close. Now you'll see that I step between her feet. I also need to manipulate her, do a little superpower action to get her to move to her right to my left to make it easier for me to go by. She does a rotating anchor while I leapfrog her, leaving her prep. So I'm not trying to make her face me. I've got the heel of my hand facing away from me so that she stays prepped on the 6. From here, I pick this hand up and release her for a spin down the slot and catch her. I want to do this moving at the camera so you can see what I mean. So as the lady lands on the and, 1, 2, I'm going to spin her, 3, and I draw her right foot to this side of the room. I'm causing that to happen. That wouldn't normally happen on a regular spin, but being that I'm going to leapfrog her and go around the outside, I'm going to manipulate that. So it goes 1, 2, that way I don't have to go quite so far around her. From here, I'm going to go ahead and rotate to backwards as I do my triple step. She's stepping back like she gets a normal anchor. It rotates. She leaves her right foot where it is and then feels the need to step forward on a prep for 6 right here. She feels like her energy is now moving slightly on the diagonal. So what? It's the new updated West Coast Swing. You don't have to be so linear. Stop running into the man to try to be straight. He's in your daggone way. So from here, just spin on the diagonal. Who cares? The guy will move over and fix that on the other end. So I think from the top, we hadn't done it from this side. We go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. We go 1, 2, 3, and 4, control it, 5, 6, spinner, 7, and 8, catcher. 1, out of the way, 2, 3, leave it weird, drop it off. And a 1, toss it up, manipulator, move past her on the triple, inside spin, to a single step anchor on the other end. That's what we did in the advanced class. Thank you very much, Jessica. Thank you guys.